I started checking the reason why y'all here.
All right, what's going on, man? Welcome back to episode 92 of the Men Down Podcast, Co-Train podcast. Back with
The
bad
hero.
internet connection too. Over there and stuff.
I said the hero's back.
Oh.
The roof is back.
I said the hero.
The truth is back.
Yeah, R.I.P. Alex
man.
Trebek, man.
Yeah, man. Tomorrow's Veterans Day, man. So all the veterans, happy Veterans Day, and everybody that got a day off tomorrow is gonna be happy. If you're not watching this live, you get to watch the playback, or you get to listen to it on iTunes or Spotify or Google Podcasts, or you can even watch the playback on YouTube. So that's how good we're gonna be to y'all on Veterans Day, man.
Yeah. I fought
What's
for
been
your
up with
right
y'all
to
though?
watch us.
Isn't
I
that
fought for you
nice?
to do this. Me by myself.
Oh,
Man, I just been fighting, man. Just been fighting.
Why you got that Saints jersey on, man?
Because, man, you already know. Me, like the dominating performance of the year. I'm not even gonna just say of week 8, just of the year. Saints.
Dang, you think it was that dope? The most dominant performance of the year?
Tell me one that was more dominant over a more comparable team. Just tell me.
Week 3, Kansas City over Baltimore. Thank you. Good night.
No.
Miami over San Francisco too.
Any Cowboys game, any of them, pick one.
No.
Them Johnson was dominant.
Cowboys haven't been dominated yet.
Bro.
Cowboys haven't been dominated yet.
What's good, brother?
So no, because they actually put up more than 3 points.
Hold on, let me see what Eric talking
Tampa
about.
Bay had 3 points, man. They had 4 legit rushes the entire game. 4 rushes. I mean, y'all can say what y'all want. I'm not being biased. I'm speaking facts.
No, they whipped them. They whipped up on
You've been a homer a little bit. You've been a homer a little bit, man. You've been a homer.
I heard you.
All right,
I heard
so
you the first 3 times you said it, man.
Okay, but look, let's get started. Because we're not even on football yet, right? I did want to talk about this election though, man. Before we even got to the sports, man, I did want to talk about the election.
Man.
I did want to talk about Biden, Trump. How y'all feel about the whole controversy? Illegal votes. Hold on,
So
who echoing in my ear?
I don't know, but do you think Trump gonna be a good sport? Do y'all think he's gonna be a good sport when it's time for him to leave?
No,
absolutely. Hey, wait, pause. Wait, Sheldon.
Well,
no, you're right.
Sheldon.
Well, yeah.
Sheldon already came over to the winning side. Sheldon said that he saw the light, and he ain't got no problem with smoking Joe.
I think he was being facetious when he said that.
Man, listen.
Yeah, I think he was being facetious with the whole Trump thing. I believe so.
Yeah, I definitely think he was being facetious with that. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what. If he's listening, I'd love for him to call in. But
he's a great troll. He is being facetious.
He is. Listen, that boy be trolling his ass off. He had everybody going.
He be making people mad too. That gonna be funny, man.
Bro, he had people hot.
Oh, that's gonna be funny. He had somebody come look. Some people had they posted a whole thing in the group like, "Hey, I can't believe y'all letting him do this," and
Hey, man. Hey.
He messing the group up, man.
I seen some people type some stuff that was scrolling down, and he sent like a little two, 3 word sentence at him and have him. He'd be like electoral college or something crazy. He'd have him mad as hell.
I don't know what he's talking about,
But-
man.
Hey, yo,
It was
yo,
funny.
Shelton definitely the king of the streets, boy. He can
Hey,
get anybody upset.
That's my dude, man. He's so funny, man. But yeah, so I mean, how y'all feel about it? Do y'all think those illegal votes that they're talking about is real, or is that just a way for them to prolong this thing?
So
when
look,
some,
man.
when go ahead, I'll let you go, Jay.
You ever watch somebody who was like just a bad family member, just bad to everybody in the family, and then when somebody die, they damn near climb in the casket with them?
Yeah.
Like that just seems like what's going on here. I mean, so pretty much, yo, everybody said, "Hey, Biden won," and Trump response is, "Shitting me, nah, B, ain't no losers over here."
He's
Yeah,
talking
but
about
what-
find a
hold on.
loophole
He-
to stay extra week.
What loophole though? Somebody said he go
Ain't
find a
no-
loophole to stand
Bro,
extra week.
ain't
Okay,
no
of course, yeah, a
loophole.
recount.
He's
A recount.
he's like 16 votes over 270. See, he's like at 286. So
Yeah.
like, what is Trump reaching for? Hey,
I mean,
So-
Hey, man, listen. Like, if there's only one rule, and that rule is I will not lose, you got to kind of like nothing else matter, man.
Hey.
bro,
This man.
Yeah, so,
Bro,
yeah.
Joe
No. He did. Rudy Giuliani did get on national television and say Joe Frazier voted in Philly, and Joe Frazier's been dead, and he's talking about all these other dead people that people are using their name to vote. Man, I don't know how true that is. Like, did Joe Frazier vote?
I,
Well, look,
I
man,
and I didn't
I'm-
see any facts to back that up, but
No.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it's
that even if Joe Frazier voted, like, there's more than one Joe Frazier. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
Not
promise
the-
you. I promise you.
It is.
There's more than one Joe Frazier. in
Yeah.
Philly. I
Right.
promise you.
Right.
the
So
funniest
so,
thing to
man.
me,
Donald Trump, but listen, Donald Trump, he preluded to this during the debates. Everything he told you that the only way that he could lose is if they cheated.
let me grab you by the.
So he told y'all what he was gonna say.
Hey, somebody said Trump got the full 2020 experience. They said he caught COVID, he lost his job. And he's going.
Bro, did
They
y'all
said he caught
see
COVID, lost his job.
Did y'all see all the memes they made behind this shit?
and it
Bro.
was too many to count.
Bro, the little dancing Elmo one when he was red, then he
Bro.
changed to
And then he
blue.
flipped for the blue.
Boy, that
Bro.
shit was
That-
funny. I was like,
that
Funniest
messed
thing
me
though,
up.
is these fools tried to do a press conference at the Four Seasons Hotel in Philadelphia and ended up booking the press conference at the Four Seasons Landscaping. They outside some
They did
building.
bro.
Yeah,
They
doing the
did
press
that.
conference. I'm like, bro, this
So did you
this
see?
movie, this episode of
See where
Earth
he
the
was
Alien
playing?
Covenant.
Did you see where he was playing golf? And when he found out, and then they headed back to the White House, and they had to go down Black Lives Matter Plaza to get to the White House, and they was throwing shit at the motorcade, bruh.
Man,
Like if they throw a party worldwide because you lost, man, why would you even want to stay? I'd be like, you know what? I'm out. I'm done. Fuck all y'all. I'm out, and I leave.
It ain't no losers, man. We ain't losing over here, is what he said.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I ain't
Bro.
lost. Like,
Yeah,
Oh
nah, y'all
my
lost.
Yeah,
Recount.
leave.
Recount.
I'm the president right now. Y'all gonna go recount them goddamn mail-in ballots. Fuck it.
Hey, but
Hey, man,
remember
my
this
dude
though.
said-
Remember
Yo.
this though, man. Remember that during the last election, Russia admitted to tampering with the election. It's beneficial then, so it wasn't a problem. Now people did exactly what you told them to do, because remember, he was saying y'all mail in your votes. Vote twice if you have to. Remember, he said that. And people did exactly what he said. They just did it the other way around, and now it's a problem. It's not beneficial.
Yeah, this whole thing ugly, man.
It's funny to me.
I mean, it is
Very.
funny, man, but like it's people that's buying into it. Like people really are like, yeah, wait and see, man. Y'all go see that this dude,
What are you,
this
And
dude
you
too.
know, and you know what? And you
What
know
are we
what?
gonna see?
Because people are buying into it, right? That has just got me to understand that not only am I launching season 2 of Therapeutic Rap very, very soon.
Got to.
Yo, I'm about to start selling hope in a bag. I'm just gonna it's gonna be an empty bag with the word hope
Say
written
hope.
on it. And I'm about to start selling it, yo, because they'll buy anything, Bo.
What you say? Beachfront property in Idaho?
Yeah. Yo, listen, man. Like, dude, just like he literally put out a statement, and you can sum it up to nah, B, I ain't lost. And
They did
that's
have
what
a
he rolling
flash
with.
mob say that you about to lose your job, bro.
Yo, that's
So
like he's really rolling with the you can't prove I lost. Yeah, well, you can.
it's weird, man. It's weird.
You can't prove I lost.
It's really
we got the
weird.
vote.
It's really weird how many people are on board with it that supposed to be like professional, people that bring you the news and
them
I just don't
230
like that the
electoral
fact.
college votes didn't come from nowhere, man. They
believe. I just don't like the fact that our news sources have turned into very biased, places to. It's not news anymore. It's just, hey, I'm giving you what my view is personally. Like the analysts are personally giving you how they feel. It's just very weird, man, that we turned into that as a news source. But looking ahead, what do y'all think Biden got to do? Because he said, during one of his speeches that I owe the black community. Y'all really came out and showed up for me, man. So what do you think he needs to do to show that he's really trying to do something for the black community?
All right, so this is coming from someone who talks to someone with their own major business. The one bad thing was the government grants and money allocated to people with their own business. Black people was being denied those same privileges to those same grants. So that's the one thing that the black community need. So people always talking about there's no such thing as racism or oppression. That's it right there. When you're denied the right to the same privileges to the Caucasian communities. I'm not talking about no $5,000 to help your business profit. I'm talking about $100,000 grants to help your business profits. I mean, people was getting millions of dollars to help their business grow. When the black community, that money was not allocated to us. It was allocated to they didn't apply. Like that goalpost. Like, they'll tell you need to do X, Y, and Z. But now you need to do R, S, and T. So they'll move the goalpost further and further and further for the black people that was applying for it. And I got the perfect person that could explain this. She legitimately sat down and spoke with Joe Biden when he came here to Mississippi, and he was asking these same questions, like, how come black people aren't, getting these grants? We're applying for them. It's just every time that we submit our paperwork, they're telling us, you got to come to the meeting with a suit and tie on. Now you need to wear a vest. No. Now you need to put on a jacket. So now you need a 3-piece suit. They're just moving the stuff further and further for every black person. And they know this. They work with coworkers of like Caucasian. They do it together. Like they submit their application together. The people that actually sit down and read the stuff don't know it though, but they do the exact same thing, but one person get the grant and another person don't.
It's the same thing that they did with redlining back in the 60s once black people became affluent enough to, and I ain't gonna get on my activist horse today, but just to say that amount of children, the same family apply for the same house in a certain type of neighborhood, white people of non-color. And the people of color weren't. It's been a common theme,
Hey, Hey, we lost you though. You freezing up on there. how am I doing? Am I freezing up? I know my
anytime.
You're a little cloudy, Mel, but
Yeah, Mel, you're very cloudy.
very cloudy. I tried a new camera today. It was working good before. It don't look so good right now.
As the TV behind you change, every time it changes, the camera refocuses and it's stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on autofocus. Hey,
Yeah.
I'll fix it later. Am I that bad? Am I that blurry?
I can't even make up.
I mean, you just look you look like the same way you look if I took my glasses off.
you're just a little out of
Sure,
focus.
ain't nothing I can do about it right
Yeah.
now. But
What's funny, Mel, is that you out of focus,
Yeah.
but that Black Colleges t-shirt behind you is in focus.
That boy ain't changed yet.
It ain't changed yet.
Yeah. But so it's gonna be a rough 4 year. I don't know if it's gonna be rough, but I think really I want to see some movement. I want to see some things that we talked about, even with police brutality and some of the laws that might allow police officers to patrol or police our neighborhoods heavily. I think a lot of things need to be put in place to start peeling that stuff back, man. The war on drugs is, that's thing's been declared 25 years ago, man. It's not working. It's all it is finding different people of color to put in prison. And these private prisons that these politicians are very heavily invested in.
Real quick question: is opioids a drug?
Yes,
right. It is. You're right.
Whatever was that.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't no war on that.
What that was?
Ain't no war on that at all. It's just programs to help those. It's programs getting put in place, funded as well.
It's in the word opium, opioids.
Yeah, but not in Oregon. All drugs are legal in Oregon right now.
Right.
What's crazy? What's crazy to me, fellas, is that the fact that through all the Trump and all this bullshit, right, that people have neglected the fact that we have a woman vice president and she's of African American descent, and that's phenomenal.
That is phenomenal, man.
That's phenomenal.
That is phenomenal.
Well,
it's a small win. What's your thoughts about Kamala? I mean, I know she got the track record when she was a DA, but I think anybody in this engulfed
she was just
in
doing
that
her job
system,
at a high level.
she was doing her job at a high level. Yeah, that's my thing.
I'm not faulting.
That's not my problem with her.
Yeah. What's your problem with her?
Oh no. Well, I do.
Elaborate it, bro. Elaborate it.
No, I mean, she's like, she's done a lot, man, and she's definitely someone that little girls can look up to and say, "Hey, we can get there." You know what I mean? However, I think that she's had the opportunity to correct some things that she's left on the table. You know what I'm saying? She's had the opportunity to speak up on some issues that she hasn't done yet. And now what I'm saying that to say that I don't have a problem with her yet. But I want her to use her position to the best of her ability to let her voice ring loud, man. Don't be. A lot of people can't tell you 5 vice presidents. Don't be a vice president that we don't remember.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, you there?
Like the vice president we got now.
Yo, listen.
The only thing we know that dude about is that fly that sat on his head for an hour. That's the only thing I know that man about, man.
We know Joe Biden had some fly squatters that sold out in a matter of minutes.
It's still there.
Yeah, that fly still there, man. that fly was looking for some BS and found it.
But she has the opportunity, man, to to not just be a figurehead. She has the opportunity to say, "Hey, listen, now that I have your attention, we're gonna do X, Y, and Z."
You know what's
Yeah,
crazy
I
though,
agree.
Jay? You know what's crazy, Joe? You said figurehead. You know what how I see it, and I don't know if it'll turn out this way, but the way I see it right now is that Biden is the figurehead, and I think the more vocal, out in the open person is going to be Kamala.
Now, if
I
that
think
happens,
so, too.
that's exactly what I'm reaching for.
Right.
And I'm
think
being
that-
real careful.
I think
Kamala-
that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I hope she become T Kamala and be like that black auntie and just always vocalizing what's actually on her mind, like legitimately, like what is the pressing concerns, and hopefully that trickles down to our Senate, to local laws, because people need to understand that who affects us more. Our local laws affects us more than what the president does or the vice president.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys, and I don't want to miss this a moment. The black vote was a lot higher than it's ever been.
Facts.
We got involved, and I just say to people, man, stay involved in the things that concern you. How we're losing our youth so quickly is that they've stole the hope from these guys. Now they don't value life. Like, let's return the hope to the youth. Let's stay involved in our futures, and let's make positive decisions. And,
Yeah.
I agree.
and that's my soapbox for today, guys.
Yeah,
Easier
education.
said than done, man. Because I mean, that it's easy to get a person to believe ain't no future for them when
Yeah,
they poor and starving. So it's a whole lot that got to be fixed, man. Even if you create opportunities for some of these people, the education piece ain't there. Like, even with
Education.
starting a business, if we put together some programs out there where it's easier for us to start a business, where is the knowledge on how to do it?
Right.
I agree.
What about the people who are felons? So it's so much damage that's been done.
It's
Like,
systemic.
we as a people got to stop coming to the door and say the door is closed. Let me walk away. Hey man, let's go
Right.
through that door. Nope.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, but
door
Jay,
lets
once
you know.
again-
The fact that it's a door lets you know that it opens.
Once
Right.
again,
Let's get through that.
easier said than done.
You're right.
From where we're sitting at, that's easier said, and it might be a little bit easier done than someone who might be from the neighborhoods or still living in the neighborhoods we came from, who can't see
True.
the light at the end of the summer.
Right.
They already in the system. They already spent 15, 20 years getting raised by an addict. It's just so much there, man. It's so much stuff to be done. It's not one tweak that can do it.
No,
It's
you're
not. It's
right.
got
You're right.
to be a complete overhaul, and everyone is avoiding that complete overhaul. No one wants that complete overhaul, and they're trying to do these tweaks here and there, and it's not going to work. It's kind of like the butterfly effect. One thing. Look, if you do the butterfly effect movie, you go back and tweak one thing in your past, it mess everything else up. So it's
I already told you. I already told you to fix. Go ahead, Corey.
That overhaul is gonna take time. It's not gonna be quick.
man.
Right.
It's
Mel,
gonna take time.
Mel, just like how you saying that one tweet, I had posted something that Marquise Goodwin had said about the whole 10 seconds. We got 86,000 seconds in a day. Don't let that 10 seconds ruin the rest of that 86,000. So a lot of people don't know where I come from, right? So Mel, I get what you're saying. When you're growing up in impoverished, you become a part of product of your environment. This was my environment, bro. If it could focus, this is what I came from.
right.
So I don't allow my situation dictate what I say. I don't let this anonymous man tell me you're not gonna be shit. I'm not holding those. Like, if you allow someone to tell you you're not gonna be shit and you turn out to not be shit, you was never meant to be shit to begin with. Like, that's just how I look at it. That's just my philosophy of life. Don't allow someone's word dictates your action. They are like a woman always tell us our action speaks louder than our words. So how you gonna let another person's word speaks for your actions? So me getting, like I said, the moment I got my degree in nuclear engineering, that meant a lot for me and my family and my community. So I hear what you're saying, Mel, but I'm not allowing that. No, hell no. No,
and that's why I said it's easier said coming from our perspective, because we can say that, but it's just like everybody that's that is like you, who was able to make it out and do something. It's a lot of people who wasn't. And think about every decision that you made. I'm thinking about the charge I got in high school that could have put me in the system and ruined me, or at least made it very hard. I think about all that stuff, and I think about the people who didn't get that second chance that I got.
But
I think about why I was in that situation in the first place.
Right.
I don't think that's up to the president, and I don't think that's up to the president or the vice president. Though. I think that's up to us.
It is, and we have all come from different backgrounds, different things that we've grown up with, and obviously we made some right choices along the path, right?
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's our job to get out and speak about that. You know what I mean, and give people an example that are in a situation that we came from, right? And then come back and then come back, and you can do it. Like, you can make it out of the situation that you're in. I'm living proof of that, right? Cash is living proof. Mel is living proof. Zoe and Jay, you guys are living proof of that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. We are living proof of it. We have made.
Facts,
we got up at the top, but we've made it out. You understand what I'm saying? And we need to be the
also facts, Serenity,
for these kids.
Sincere.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Now, and I'll say this, though, and let me know how you feel about this, yo.
Okay.
So let's say that we're starting a sport, right? And the sport is basketball. And we build the rules of basketball. Now, we want Dolphins to start playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
So now we change the rules a little bit. Oh, it's okay if you swim. You know what I mean? It's okay if you shoot with your nose, right? But the Dolphins will never have the same opportunity to play basketball as LeBron James.
Hey, that's exactly what I was saying about the business grants to the black community.
Yeah.
You saying the same stuff.
I got you.
So no matter what rules you change or whatever, if the game was never designed for Dolphins to play in the first place,
it's impossible.
You know what I mean? Until you change the whole game, the Dolphins are at a disadvantage. And in this analogy, my black men, we're the Dolphins.
100%.
You understand what I'm saying? Until the game is changed on the top level, on the bottom level, until you change the whole entire game. And how do you do that? A new constitutional convention. You get a whole new constitution. You do everything from scratch. Until you do that, it's going to always be uneven.
Okay, that's what I was talking about, Jay, with the complete overhaul. But
yes, sir.
Before we transition, so I'll let you get the last word, because you got cut out for
right.
So when you go ahead. I'll let you.
Y'all hit the nail on the head. There's nothing else that I really have to say. I mean, that was a perfect example on all fronts and on all different aspects. Everybody said exactly what needed to be said. Granted, yes, the complete overhaul has to happen. And it also starts with us getting out in the communities and talking to these young guys, these young boys. I know some young boys, like I had to get a waiver to even join the Navy because of the things that I've made. And half of the people that I associated with during that time are either dead or in jail. I had to, do things to maintain my time in the Navy. I did 11 years and probably would have stayed in had it not been for injuries, and I didn't want to go out to no more deployments. But it is definitely something that is an overhaul that needs to happen. And like Jay said, we are those Dolphins. You know, they're going to be some good Dolphins, and I think, you know, the 5 brothers that we got on this podcast right now, we just happen to be some of the Dolphins that were able to adapt good enough to stay in the game. But there's so many Dolphins that fell by the wayside because they couldn't shoot the ball with their nose, or so they, you know, because they couldn't use their fins to dribble as well. And I think that it comes with the voting thing is cool, and I'm all support that, especially being from Georgia and what we were able to do this past couple of weeks. I love it. I love it. But we just can't stop there. You know, every 2 years the senators vote. You know, like every 2 years, it's not just a presidential election. There's so much that goes into the lawmakers and the decision makers of this community that we got to get people that are like-minded, like us, in these positions. It doesn't stop there, though. I think it has to be a forever evolving cycle until it is completely overhauled. You know, like we still going off stuff from 1700s as a baseline.
Say that. Say that, bro.
Baseline 1700s, like we were looked at as 3/5 of a man back then. So it really doesn't even make sense for us to be able to have to follow that guideline. And until, like Jay said, man, overhaul is complete. I think that we'll still face problems, but I love the fact that we got some brothers like ourselves, you know, willing to say these things. And you know, the platform that we have is amazing, that we have the ability to say these things.
That's what I was saying, Jeff. It's gonna take time.
Now I say this, yo, and Zoe, since you mentioned it, yo, how we was 3/5 of a man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I made myself 350, so I can be 5/3 of a man. I'm a man and a half out this.
Okay, big dog. Okay, big dog. I feel you.
Big dog.
Hey, I'm also not 350, but it just sounds good on
It
TV.
sounded
Yeah.
But yo,
I'm like 305.
So to all the people who think that when people say that oppression is just, you know, black people being, bro, y'all ever watch they're the Hodge twins? They call themselves the conservative twins now.
Yeah.
Do y'all ever watch, bro? I
No,
used to, right, but I used to like them a lot, like back in the gap, because all they did was workout. They was funny as hell.
Right.
But now they do, they find things to suit their narratives, and they never get a topic that goes against it. Never. They always find something like black woman says Trump made her fat and don't want to work, something stupid like that.
Mm-hmm.
But my point of saying is that racism is not just people not liking me because of the color of my skin. Is the fairness and opportunities that I'm allotted to get because of the color of my skin.
Facts.
So that's what I want people to understand. It's not like we're worried about getting pulled over by the cops only, right? That's not the only thing we're worried about.
Uh-huh.
You know, is being treated fairly and given the same opportunities to get those business loans. Right. So I just want to clear some of that up for people.
You want to know a way to do it, man? And I've always said this: take a race square out of your application, and also take your name out of it. You're a number,
right?
That way, there's no way to judge you. You can only judge what's on the application. Period. And if I qualify, I qualify.
Sure.
If I don't, I don't.
For
Period.
sure. Well, now that first of all, I want to tell everyone in the comments and everybody on this panel, man, your thoughts and opinions are valued, man. I really appreciate that, man. We got to have those talks. You know what I'm saying? We got to close the door sometimes and have this meeting, you know. But now it's time. The captain's back. We got to get into some fact or fiction.
Oh yeah.
We'll start with that hat.
Yeah, so look, I had to
Fiction.
I had to reset my motor, man. So I left for a minute. Did it clear? Did it clear my picture?
You look a lot. You look a lot clearer. Maybe you should have stayed foggy, but you look a lot clearer though.
Yeah. I was almost gonna say you look good, but I didn't want to go that far.
Yeah. Hey, but yeah, shout out to my brother-in-law, man. That's my dude, man. He listening to us, man. But hey, so let's get into some fact and fiction, man. This is where I lay out 3 stories. It might be fact, it might be fiction, man. You gotta guess if it's
This is
real news.
This is my favorite game. This is my favorite game.
Hey, I like to mention that I did win last week, which without you being here. So I'm trying to go 2 weeks in a row.
It's easy to win when the champ is away.
Hey, you know what? I'm just happy I got one right. I'm happy I got one right last week.
I'm like Trump, ain't nobody win. If I ain't win, wasn't no winners.
All right, let me start y'all off with this story.
All right, Trump.
Let me start y'all off with this story. Fact or fiction? There's a group called Proud Boys. Y'all heard of them?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. Well, they was trending, and they were trending for all the wrong reasons. They was trending because the LGBT community decided to hijack the name Proud Boys and
That's a fact.
post pictures of them doing homosexual things and hashtagging Proud Boys. So the Proud Boys, the way far are they far right? The far right was trending for homosexual acts, pictures, kissing, nut grabbing, good games, all that stuff. It was trending. Is that
You
fact?
said
or
what
fiction?
grabbing?
Nut
What
grabbing. Is that fact or
Pause.
fiction?
Pause.
No. They're not pausing for them.
He said
Jeff said
pistachio
false.
grabbing. That's exactly what he said. He said
Hey,
pistachio.
Jeff said
listen, man,
false,
that is fact.
Jay
That is
said
fact because when I first heard of Proud Boys, I said the LGBT will have fun with that name, and I thought that they would do that. So I'm going with fact.
You going with fact? All right. Who else?
I'm gonna go with false. I just gotta go opposite of I don't know, man. Like no, because
Pressure.
stress, man. Stress.
Yes, you done been through enough this week.
I say fact, man.
All right, Corey, say fact.
It's on me.
It's on you.
I am going to go with false, but I wish that it was true. If it's true, I hope it's true, but I'm gonna go with false. That is just too good to be true.
Okay, 2 facts and 2 false. That is absolutely true.
Yes. Yes.
The Proud
We
Boys
did it.
were trending for all the wrong reasons last month.
They
I seen
did
some of the
it.
pictures, bro. I seen some of the pictures. They was doing some real live gay stuff. Like they did it, bro. I'm telling you.
Now listen.
was-
Normally I don't give hate
Congratulations.
groups. I don't give hate groups advice. Hey, Proud Boys, get a new name. It'll pay off in the end.
Yeah, because Proud Boy go right with gay pride, right?
Yeah,
Like,
hand in hand.
Yes.
Hand in
it's
hand.
too easy.
Yes.
It's too
Yeah.
easy to correlate that.
It's way too easy. Way too easy. Hey, that's what they ask you.
Yeah, it's
Literally,
way too easy.
literally.
That's what they
Let their ass get.
Okay. Next story. Next story. Also trending was coronavirus, and not for the reasons you think they was trending. Coronavirus was trending because a company made a coronavirus Halloween mask that Amazon had to pull from distribution because it was offensive to people who family members died from coronavirus. Is that
Do
fact
you
or
have
fiction?
the mask? Do you have the mask?
Fact or fiction?
It's fiction. It's
Okay.
gotta be.
Yeah,
Okay.
fiction.
Okay.
It's gotta be. Zoe's really thinking about that.
Yeah. I'm going with fiction.
All right. For fiction,
I'm going with fact.
Luther said fiction.
Fact.
Sincere said fiction.
Since fiction.
So everybody say fiction except Jay.
Fact.
I'm gonna say fake.
That is absolutely true. There's the mask.
Oh my god!
Amazon had to pull this mask.
Seriously?
Amazon had to
that's
pull
why they
this
winning, man.
from distribution, man.
Bro.
Oh,
So what is that? 2 for Jay.
Oh man.
there you got this part. Yo, that is
Jay got,
Oh my God.
Jay got 2. How many?
laughed at that.
Anybody else got 2?
I
Nah,
got
not
two,
funny,
two
man.
wrong.
Yo, hold on, time out.
That's
Listen,
not funny.
listen,
oh god.
right there.
I saw a
No,
lady
she-
with
no,
it on
she
and
had-
she
she
had
had
a
the
mask
mask over.
over too.
Yo, that's too funny, man. That is too
Bruh.
funny, bro. That is too funny, man.
People-
She had the
people are
mask
crazy.
on, the coronavirus mask, but
The mask.
also had
The
the mask over the Halloween mask. That is funny.
Man, only in America, yo. You gotta love this country.
That is too funny,
Oh my
man.
God.
Golly. All right. Oh, who? Hey, how many? Who got 2? That's in the Jay.
got 2
Jeff
already?
got 1.
Jay got 2. I got
Jay
one.
got
Jeff got
2.
Yep, 1 for 2.
Nah, it's only me, including them. It's
Oh,
only
so-
me, including them.
So nobody can win this. Jay already won it.
Yeah.
All right. So this story, a trans woman had a botched surgery. She had a botched surgery, and her female parts were shrinking for some reason, and the only thing that could save this
Training time out. Training
this
time out.
botched vagina. Hold on. Let me get this out. The only thing that could save this botched vagina was to go through surgery again, and she had this time had the vagina made out of tilapia skin.
False.
Tilapia the fish.
False.
False. And that was what saved the vagina.
I don't
She
believe
had
that. That's
a
false.
vagina made out of tilapia skin. Is that true? Is that fact or
Where
fiction?
are we, bro? Where are we? Where are we?
Oh god.
I tell people all the time.
This-
This
Bro,
That's false.
the alien-
that one, if that's
Yeah.
true, it literally is fish. You know how you refer to it? It's literally.
Fact or fiction?
That's false.
gotta be.
False. Corey say false.
I'm gonna say
That's
false
fiction.
too, man.
False, false.
Zoe say false. Cass say
That's
false.
fiction.
Jay, what say you?
Jay, you've been killing.
Man, listen. Listen, I want to say everything logical says false. However, because I can't get caught, I'm gonna say true.
Okay. Jay says true. That is absolutely true, fellas.
Yes,
Jay
please, sweet.
pulls the hat trick, and Trey gets 3. Jay gets 3 out of 3. The hat trick.
That
Jay,
is-
yes,
that
this
is
transgender
terrible.
woman has a vagina made out of tilapia skin. Talk about weird, man. Like I don't know if she think that
Man, that's still a he.
yeah. I don't
Nuh-uh,
know.
it's a she. You gotta go with it. You gotta go with it. She.
Bro, where are we, bro? Where are we?
A little fishy fish.
What this state off for coming to America? His mama named him Clyde. I'm gonna call him Clyde.
What y'all think about that though, man? A female with tilapia skin on her female parts.
Yo, who's going to
I
get
have
that
no
fish?
comment.
I don't know, but he gotta hit raw.
No
I
comment?
have no comment.
He gotta hit raw.
Well, she can't
Know
get
that.
pregnant, so I mean,
Whoever hitting that gotta hit raw.
A nickname.
Yeah.
Sushi. Go ahead.
hey, what's crazier though? What's crazier, that story or the one that we had 2 weeks ago when tampons tweeted that not only females bleed once a month?
I don't even know, like,
That's
Yo. Listen, so first of all, even
This is
though
my
I
first
win
time
this
hearing it.
every time I play, even though I win this, I want to say that we live in a really, really strange place.
Hey, look at Jeff. Yeah, I think
Hold on, time out. You gotta look at his profile picture face and read the comment together. Yo, he looks upset about that.
yeah, he is like, yo, who in the world, whoever doing it,
Well, I mean, hold on. So it's a pool of men out there that think if they hit a transgender that they're not Well, you know what? I won't get into that because
Please
Nah,
don't.
nope. Start it. Because Jay, Jay, you said it's a woman. Nope.
Yeah.
Well-
No, you gotta call it a girl, man.
Nope.
yeah. So what look what we're trained when we go through diversity training and inclusion training, what we're trained to say is whatever a person wants to be considered, that's what we must refer to them
Yeah,
as.
pronoun wise. Yeah.
Right. And as far as anything work related, if I'm in a work environment, then yes, if you identify as female or male, but you wasn't born that way, I'm gonna refer to you what you identify with. That's fair.
So
We had one of those try to join the Navy.
So here it is. Listen, guys, because this is crucial. If you hit her and she was born with a penis, nigga, you gay. All right, keep going.
Not even if it was fabricated and made with tilapia skin.
Listen.
Makes that cool.
Listen,
Why tilapia skin though, man? Why tilapia, yo?
That's what my.
it's gotta be durable. It's gotta be something with durability. It has to be.
Tilapia.
They should have used that. They should have used that skin on the bottom of that salmon. Like that mother, you can't chew that at all.
Well, I guess that tilapia snap back the way they want it to. Like you can, it's like elastic. You can stretch that.
It's okay.
Thing out and it snap right,
It's time to move. It's time to move. It's time to go. It's time to go.
No.
It is time to go. It is time to go.
Listening to us, this is the point in the show where we fall off the cliff.
No,
Yeah,
no,
every
no,
show
I'm
we go too far.
No, I'm trying to see what the thought process is. Is it because that thing snapped back, or everybody want because that vinegar, because that vinegar is supposed to make that thing snap back though. If you sit down in that vinegar, but if you already got tilapia skin, it already naturally snaps back like elastic.
Why are you trying to make a science into this shit? Like,
So listen. If you guys who want to be women and you want to get a designer made vagina, if that's what you're into, then why don't you just use elastic waistband for the snapback? I mean, I don't know.
Y'all want to see the picture again?
No, I'm good. I'm good on the.
No.
Why that man got on gloves though?
Yo, if I ever peel back, bro, hey, look, I need somebody to call in that has ever pulled back something and seen scales on the side of somebody's lips, man. Hey, bro, if I ever see some scales on,
Yo, somebody hit that tilapia raw, yo. Somebody hit that tilapia raw.
bro, hey, can you imagine lamb skin up against some tilapia?
No.
You know what I mean? And it just
Noah's Ark making it.
bro, that scent.
Yo, man, that is too funny, man. All right, hey, look, man, if y'all want to call in and comment about any of these fact and fiction stories, they were all fact this week. That was all fact. The tilapia skin, the Corona mask, the what was the other?
Proud Boys.
The Proud Boys. The call-in number is right below, scrolling on the screen in yellow. 336-365-9412. Call in.
Especially Sheldon, if you're looking, please just call in. We just want to talk. We don't care about what. We just want to talk to you, man.
All freedom stories tied together, because if you a Proud Boy and you got that tilapia veg, you might want to put on the Corona mask.
Oh god!
Oh man, that is too funny, bro.
Well, hey, listen,
man.
y'all look at Lamar last comment. Hey, Lamar, I'm done with you, man, for the night. I'm not reading no more of your comments tonight.
Yo, Lamar, you on the ganja tonight, bro?
Come on, Lamar, man. Hey, look, there go my boy Sheldon. Sheldon,
Hey, show callers, man.
I want to know what happened, man. I want to know what happened.
We get a recount.
he said,
I'm staying silent till we get a recount.
Hey, man, you can count all you want to. You ain't gonna come up with 4 million.
They gonna be counting them votes like Smokey was counting Big Pern's money.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I mean, y'all are clowns.
Hey, it's crazy, man. Hey, this is the longest we went without any sports, man. We had 50 minutes and we ain't talking about
it. Don't feel like it.
Oh my god, man.
Oh man, that is funny. Hey man, so all right, so we ain't got no call-ins, man. So I guess y'all scared to be heard on Facebook Live, man. But
Margo, he said he got them trees.
Bro, that reminds me of this meme when this dude was talking about if he had a gay son, he was like, I'd rather my son die in the streets than die in the sheets.
Oh my
God.
Whoa.
All right, you know what? With that, and we're moving right along. Hey, I'm not even going to touch that. We're moving right along to sports. Man. I'm sorry. I'm slurring my words.
Hey, listen. No. Before we move on, listen. We love the support on Facebook Live, guys. Y'all gotta check out the YouTube channel. We're doing big things over there on the YouTube channel. Check out the YouTube channel. I'm giving away something special. This nigga done put the picture.
He giving away fish skin.
Hey, look. For our 100th episode, somebody on the YouTube channel getting that tilapia.
Yeah, bro, that boy said about the time.
Oh my god, for real.
100 episodes.
Hey, but look, that face look like he don't laugh at all. Hey, put your face back on the screen.
Hey man, that's my dude right there. That's my brother-in-law right there, man.
Hey,
that's my ride or die right there, bro.
Oh no, I met him.
You did meet him. Hey, he also was in
he was in the movie.
He was in Kevin Hart's movie. Which one was it? Was it Think Like a Man? The first one? The biker scene?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, y'all go check that out, man. It wasn't Think Like a Man.
No, it wasn't Think Like a Man though.
It was the one where he was a cop, or he was trying to be a cop with somebody. What was it?
Ride Along, maybe.
Ride Along. He was in Ride Along with Ice Cube, man. He on the biker scene, man. That's my brother-in-law right there, man. That's my wife's brother, oldest brother too. So that's my dude, man. That's my dude right there. But anyway, man, let's get into the sports, man. Oh man. So week 9 NFL football. We'll start there. The good thing about this week is, we don't have to talk about the trash boys, the Cowboys. I mean, we don't have to talk about them. They tried to steal the spotlight by winning the game this week against somebody they shouldn't have been even playing, level with, but they did. But we're not even gonna talk about the Cowboys. Thank God. I
would. Hey, why? Because the whole team is under quarantine.
Oh, they got some outbreaks.
Big Ben tested positive for COVID.
That's right.
Was that y'all number one weapon? Y'all was trying to get them sick.
Chances are Big Ben took that.
Hold on. We got a phone call.
Wait a minute, bro. What?
I'm not sure where that was going.
Hold on, we got a call. Hey, hold on.
I'm not sure where that went.
Hey, hold on, Corey. Show, what's up?
Going to sports, man. I just want to say this damn election was a hoax. Hoax.
What was wrong with the election?
Listen, man, I was trying the hardest not to call him, man, but it was just calling me, man.
What was wrong with the election, show?
Oh, man. Yo, bro, listen. My grandmother voted for Bynum. She died 6 years ago, man.
Hey man, rest in peace to your grandma, man. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. But I'm pretty sure your grandmother don't have they're not the only person in New York or New Jersey with that same name.
Oh,
Somebody
man.
with your grandmother's name voted, and I think it was legal, man. Like you can't assume that was your grandmother.
I'm so glad you called them, bro.
We won the election by 71 million legal votes. Legal votes.
Okay.
Well,
Hey, show. I got a real quick question for you, bro. How you doing, man? Thanks for calling.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yo, how you feel about that tilapia?
I know it's I know he coming with the heat with the nice tone.
Nah, man. I just want to know how you feel about that tilapia.
Man, listen, man. Hey, man, listen, man. Hey.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't even say what.
Tilapia not the deal, man. Listen, if I say how I really feel, they're gonna take your podcast down on Spotify.
Hey, what I want you to do though, Sheldon, is the next time you order some fish and you order tilapia, I just want you to think about that transgender woman that got that tilapia between her thighs. I just want you to think about that. Keep that in your mind.
We getting the LBG community is protesting us next week, Melvin. Because
No. I'm in 100% support of LGBTQ 3, 4, 5, 6, ABC, D. I'm a total support of them. Right? I mean, total support.
what their name is, Melvin?
Trust me, I go to the marches and everything. I'm 100% support of them.
I didn't think anybody heard that, yo.
This is
I
just
caught it.
about fact and fiction.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, all of them, all the alphabets, all the numbers. I'm 100% in support of that. Trust me, I'm telling
Hey,
you.
listen, we for all people. We for all people.
Exactly. Well, Trump's not, but you know what I mean. Everybody, you know what I mean. You know, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something that Trump did before you leave, Sheldon. I want you to respond to it before you hang up.
Right.
So of course, we're military, right? And I think
Right.
I think I told you what I do for
Veterans Day tomorrow.
Veterans Day tomorrow.
Shout out to all the vets.
Yeah, and I told you what I do for a living. I'm Mr. Equal Opportunity. That's my job.
Right.
I get up every morning and I make sure people are treated equally. And if you have a complaint, I'm the guy, right? So that's my job. Well,
Right.
After the George Floyd thing, throughout the military, there was a lot of tension between different people that had different views, right? There was a lot of tension.
Right.
So what the Navy did is try to be proactive and say, we're going to go out and train on diversity. Also, what was done after that training is, I guess enough people said, I don't think this training is meeting the target or meeting the mark. I feel targeted, and this was coming from the majority race. Hey, I feel targeted. I feel like this was targeted toward me. And I don't think this is right. So there was a nav admin that came out that's saying, look, y'all will not continue to do this training. Y'all will cease, y'all will suspend it right now, because I don't feel like you telling people the history of America is something that we need right now, because it's divisive. You got a group of people who feel like, hey, you're telling me my ancestors did this and somehow I need to be educated on it. I don't like that. So they suspended all that. This came from Trump, from the White House.
This was not a NAV. I mean, this was a presidential order.
It was.
It means it was an order that came directly from the president of the United States that you will cease all diversity training until further notice.
Right. And I don't want to go too much in detail on it, because we're still like, I just don't want to speak on it too much right now.
I can.
Because we're still right. Jay, you can. Zoe, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But he stopped that right away, and he spoke on it at a press conference as well.
Right.
So I just want to get your thoughts on why you think that he felt like it was necessary to put a halt to all that training.
You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna speak from the truth. I can't really speak on why he make that call. But what I'm gonna say is I can't 100% agree with everything, and I don't agree to 100% of everything Trump does. But you could all if you pointed to Biden, I'm pretty sure we could come up with a million things you and I won't agree on as well.
Right. Like in the 90s, early 2000s. I'm talking about like recent though.
Right. So I'm not really. I don't know why I'm not in his mind, but do I agree with it? No.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna.
So for the people who can speak on it, hey, thank you, Sheldon. I appreciate it, man. Hey, stick around. So because look, we might need you to call back in once we get into the NBA. We go talk about the draft a little bit too, a little bit. So don't go nowhere. But call back in when you need to.
All right, bro.
But well, go ahead, so.
Yeah, it's clear that has been the. It's clear that has been the goal, to always downplay the actual truth. Even since all of us were kids, we were taught that Columbus discovered America. He came here on the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, and found land, and decided to name it after Amerigo Vespucci and call it America. And that's just not the truth. I think the more you do the research, you can easily see that there's serious flaws with that. And when you start unfolding the truth,
Center.
Yeah, like why does they have that up? That's tune in from the Desk of a Center too. We got that on the Man Down Podcast Network. Yeah, man. Anytime that you seek facts, especially when it comes to Trump, and I want to piggyback on something else that happened in 2016 when he was running against Hillary. Anytime facts are brought into the equation and it disproves anything that he feels is not, whether he believes it's fact or not, he's going to dispute it. He's going to either try to put an end to it. He's going to try. They even predicted this whole hoax thing that was going to happen. Anytime that there is fact to be dealt with, he'll find some way to be divisive, and I think it's even more divisive not telling the truth. I get it. Military, we supposed to be all on the even front. We all either are serving or have served. It's supposed to be on an even front. So I do understand it becoming divisive, but rather than putting out a presidential order, why not speak to the truth? If it's something that you have equally, you feel like equality is something that's important, because I feel like it's important for people to actually know what happened to the people before them. I feel like it's not factual to continue this lie that you teaching these kids in this school. I feel like it's ridiculous that it is going on this long. And I feel like anytime that truth starts to come out, the blame game starts to come. Anytime, and I hate to piggyback off it, but a lot of people do the same thing. Anytime we bring something up that Trump has done that has been questionable or maybe deemed racism, everybody goes back to the crime bill of 1994. It's easy. It's an easy cop out. Oh, what about him? It's kind of like discrediting. I don't have to discredit Michael Jordan to say I like LeBron James. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to do it. Right. I don't have to. If this is something that I believe in, then I'm gonna bring the facts to the table and I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. He can't do that. He's physically incapable of doing that. So, it's just something that has been going on for the past 4 years, and it's gonna continue as long as he has a voice. And I know that he will probably be starting some kind of media platform soon. So we have not heard the end of him. So
no,
This is what we would call classic narcissistic behavior.
Facts.
I'm right. It's my way or the highway. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with that 94 crime bill, a lot of people think, well, we can say hindsight that the people that was targeted was people from the black community. But just like Kamala and Bill Clinton at the time, the aim was to stop people from committing crime. And I was having this talk with a guy at work. He was like, so what happened if you would just steal a slice of pizza? Well, so, you know, and that was your third strike and you went to jail for that. So, and I was like, so, bro, you knew the consequences that if you stole a slice of pizza, you was going to be serving 25 years. So you feel as though that a slice of pizza is worth 25 years of your life. At that point in time, you just got to think, like, if you literally know that you potentially could be serving 25 to life for committing a specific crime, then, bro, you're out of my hand. So I say, like, I could understand the reason why they made the crime bill was to prevent people from going back to jail. But as we look at it, how the judicial system is set up, it's targeting a certain class of people. So that's why they can say, like, hindsight, yeah, we messed up. We didn't know that the local government was just only going to look for, you know, your groups, you know, to be incarcerated.
It kind of goes back to what Mel said, though. You make a law like that and then put all the police in the minority neighborhoods and
right,
going to arrest it.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing, guys. You can say that they didn't know who they was going to target, and I will say, yes, they did. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. There's been one group of people that's been targeted for the last 400 years.
Yeah.
Like, there's been other groups of people who's been targeted in conjunction with that group, but there's been one group that has historically constantly been targeted.
Yeah.
And that group is African American people.
Yeah.
Now, here's the bigger picture. If we go back to 1992 and just list things that you did wrong or things that you believed in 1992 that you no longer believe in right now, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, whatever, you know what I mean? You can't say that because there's a blemish on your record, you know, 27 years ago, that that's how you feel now. You know what I mean? If that was the case, then I wouldn't believe any 70-something-year-old European American because, you know, I don't have to finish that statement.
You don't.
but that's the thing, man. We have to say that, hey, everything that happens happened. Did you learn the lesson from it, and did you turn a new leaf? Biden appears to have done so. The jury's still out, though. And Trump said, hey, man, what leaf? What y'all talking about?
Right.
There is no thing.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. That is the key difference. You know what I mean? Where you stood at then versus where you stand now. You know what I mean? I felt like in 92, you know, I kind of felt like I was the coolest boy in middle school.
Right. Let's just look at what happened.
Hold on, Cass. We got to move because we tried to transition to sports a long time ago. I get that y'all might feel like this is a good topic, but we gotta cover our sports because it is a sports show. But and we already at an hour. But let's transition to Week 9 NFL. And the first thing I want to throw y'all away is Devontae Adams, Green Bay Packers wide receiver. Just had 10 catch, 175-yard game, 2 touchdowns. You know, this dude's been balling. I think he got 8 touchdowns, and he missed 2 or 3 games, and he still got 8 touchdowns. Dude is balling. He certified freaking nature. You know, this dude is really good, and he's got a really good quarterback. So of course he's gonna have numbers. But this is what he said when asked after the game about if he was the best receiver in the league.
Think you're at the point where you can say you're the best wide receiver in the NFL? Do you think that's fair to say?
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I think that's not being conceited. That's just being confident. I think you know, obviously what I've done and what I'm going to continue to do is going to prove that to anybody who isn't on board with that. But I truly believe that just based off of the work that I put in, you know, the connection that I have between my quarterback.
Oh my God,
you know, it's not just about me. I mean, just running a route and And if the line isn't protecting, or if the quarterback doesn't look your way, or the other receivers don't do their part to pull defenders away, that's none of what I do can happen. So at the end of the day, I'll tell you, yes, absolutely. I think I'm the best wide receiver in the game, but there's a lot of things that go into me being able to make that statement.
All right. He's definitely good. Is he the best? And if he's not the best, what do you got him ranked at?
Top 5.
He top 5.
He top 5.
Top 5.
Number 5 or number 4?
It's probably number 4.
Okay, so nobody thinks he's the best.
No.
No.
What about this year with his numbers? Is he the best numbers wise?
So we're talking about
No,
best.
he's not even the leading receiver in the NFL.
Who is?
What's his name?
Stephon Diggs. No, Stephon Diggs is, as far as yardage wise.
Yardage-wise,
no, yards per game is Devontae Adams.
And
No,
he missed, how many games?
We didn't say yards per. We're talking about overall yards. I mean, I thought.
But how many games did he miss though?
2.
Okay, so that makes up for why he don't have yards in general, but yards per game is him.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great game. Listen, man, I like Devontae Adams. I really do. And I'd agree with that somewhat, Lamar. He still doesn't face as many double teams as Hopkins or Julio or guys like that. So I think that got a lot to do with it. He just doesn't face it. And I don't understand why defenses don't scheme that. They probably will now, because he's racking up touchdowns.
I don't think you can scheme to him because
Aaron Rodgers
because of Aaron Rodgers. Because he can just move around the pocket and manipulate coverages all kinds of ways. I don't really think that you can.
They also
Rodgers.
They also put him in different positions. Like when we saw that 4th and 1, he was up in the slot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do a lot of things because you remember back in the gap when we had like Marvin Harrison and who opposite of Marvin, they always was in the same spot. So you can usually scheme against players like that, of that nature. Nowadays, in today's game, they're gonna get their best receiver and move them around.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Hey, you guys like to deal with numbers a lot on this show. I don't know why, but real quick, who has the most receiving touchdowns this year?
It might as far as receivers. Shoot, it might be Devontae.
Yeah,
no, it's Tyreek Hill. Don't worry about it. I knew the answer before. Yeah,
Tyreek Hill ain't got how many he got?
Yo, he has 9.
Oh, he got one more than Devontae Adams, and Devontae Adams missed 2 games. Okay,
he has one more than
Tyreek Hill. Not even the best receiver on his team. Jay,
it's Kelsey.
Travis Kelce is the best receiver on that team.
Excuse me.
Travis Kelce is
I knew what I was going to say.
Travis Kelce is the best receiver.
So that's why I was going to go. The best receiver in the NFL is a tight end, and he's number 87. Thank you guys for. I love what
he ain't the best. He ain't the best receiver.
Julio died.
No. He is by far the best tight end, and that's not close.
He's the best receiver. He's the best blocker. He's the best scout team defense. He's the best. He's the best on hot dogs. He's the best on drinks. Listen, it doesn't matter what he is, yo. If you need a first down, if you need a touchdown, if you need a friend, call on Tyreek. And Tyreek's going to call on Kelsey. Listen, Travis Kelce is the man, hands down. He's not the best receiver in the NFL, but
okay. So I know a lot of people.
Kelce in the top 5.
I probably got Hopkins right now, man.
Listen, a lot of people think Keenan Allen is probably the best route runner, right?
No.
Who's the best route runner?
I can see why you say that.
I like Devontae Adams' route running. I think his route running got Keenan Allen slightly.
I don't know.
It's be hard for me to pick against Keenan Allen because
it's hard to pick. It's very hard to pick against Keenan Allen.
What makes him
okay? Let me show you. Let me show y'all one clip. All right. Let's go with this one clip real quick.
Oh,
so I'm sitting here, right? You know, I'm crying.
Oh my God!
Ain't nothing really wrong. but Devontae Adams just sent me some footage of one-on-ones team 707.
I've seen this before.
Him
I've seen it.
Rob Tree with the Packers.
I've seen this before.
Route running. On my mom, on my kids. They put tears, bro.
Look,
First of all,
that's
like
that's
Drama
hey,
Queen,
hey,
you just
hey,
sent
that's
that
that's
video.
Ocho crying because
That's a
somebody
drama
route
queen
running
anyway.
was so good.
That's a drama
that's the
queen
ultimate.
anyway.
That's the ultimate compliment where someone that was good at running routes say,
Yeah.
"Look, man, I am in tears in
a-
how well you're running routes in your 707 drills."
Right. I
There's a
think
video.
Devontae Adams
There's
is that
a-
dude.
There's a video on YouTube also of Keenan Allen run up Jalen Ramsey in practice, and it was disgusting what he did to him. Like it was disgusting. And we talking about arguably one of the best corners in the NFL, right? And that's just what he did just on that one particular play. Just watch the dude, man. Just watch him run routes. He is always open.
He a bad boy.
He a bad boy.
To be the best receiver, like we've already talked about, it's a combination of things.
Bro, it's too hard. It's too hard nowadays just to say.
Listen,
No, it's not.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem. You guys are
So?
talking about these receivers, and all of these guys are 6'5", 6'6". You know what I mean?
I knew.
Jump out the
Size was gonna come
gym.
into play. I knew that.
Like these guys are phenomenal, but we have a number one receiver for your reigning, defending, undisputed champions, who's like 5'1". Like I've eaten sandwiches bigger than this man.
Hey man, he's fast. He can catch.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
But
What else you want to say?
He's decent. He has decent hands. We didn't see he didn't drop too many easy balls, man. Pause.
Pause.
Nah,
Go ahead, play on.
Tyreek is not sure-handed enough for me to say that he's the best receiver.
No, I don't want you to say that he's the best receiver. What I want you guys to understand is that different receivers bring different things to the game.
Right. I see where you're going with this.
So to say Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the game, if that's what you're looking for, he could be.
Right.
If you're looking for can't guard Mike in skill set, he could be. If you're looking for Julio skill set, he could be.
Right.
You know what I mean? It just depends on what are you looking for.
That was.
You know what I mean? It depends on what you're looking for in your receiver.
Like
But
to me,
if you're looking for a 6'5" European American bad haircut who had a really, really tough wife and cheated on her and got caught, and still out here, the only tight end in the history of the game to have 4 straight seasons with 1,000 yards receiving.
he got a bag though. He got a bag though. He got a bag though.
Yeah, he did get a back, and that show you he can't catch.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Right.
That was
So like I said, Travis
You won that
Kelce
argument.
is by far the best tight end. I don't think nobody on this panel is going to argue you up on that one. But I get your
George
point.
Kittle
Like
might
if
something to say about that though.
no, George Kittle might be a better overall tight end as far as blocking because he is a monster. I didn't seen him put D ends on their ass. Seriously, he's a monster when it comes to blocking. But as far as a route runner, a receiver, knowing how to sit in zone coverage, how to. I seen Kelce drop passes. I mean Kittle. I seen Kittle drop passes. I don't think I ever seen Kelce drop a wide open pass. I have never.
I have.
Of course, you watch every game. I don't. I
Yeah,
don't watch every game.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. My favorite Kansas City Chief of all time
Tony
is
Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez.
I already knew it.
And he's better than Tony Gonzalez.
That's tough, man. That's
Listen,
tough.
if you heard it come from me,
that's saying a lot.
Like, listen, 88, yo, is my
88.
guy.
88 is my.
Wow.
You know, after he left y'all, he came to play with us. 88.
Listen,
Arguably top 2 tight ends in NFL history.
Zoe, I started following Atlanta because 88 was down there. He was my guy so much that I was ready. I was ready to ride with ATL.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
tough,
saying.
That's
That's
tough.
that's my guy.
Better than Gonzalez. That's real tough, bro.
Yo, but he's better. He's better than Tony Gonzalez overall, man. And
That's
Tony
true.
will tell you. And Tony will tell you.
My favorite. I
ugh.
just want my favorite receiver just because, like,
I don't know about
I made
that.
the
Hold
argument.
on, why y'all always cut Zoe off when he start talking, man? Don't nobody else
I-
get cut
No,
off but Zoe.
I'm gonna end the argument, so I need to go last.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that my favorite receiver, or I would say the best receiver is Odell, but he's just shit always hurt. I just when we talk about route running, look at Odell's routes, him in and out of breaks. To me, my opinion, the best route runner in and out of breaks. No one is quicker in and out of breaks.
Him
know-
and Jarvis Landry. They almost
Yeah,
run the same
they're
exact route.
great route runners.
Right. So that's just my opinion.
Yeah, he is faster. He is. I don't know about better route run. I think that's what made Tony G so good. But you know, it's arguable. It's definitely arguable. Dang, I can't. I love Kelsey as a tight end though. But you know, Jay made a good point with
If it's not us, it's the internet hating on Zoe.
yeah, it's the internet hating on me now. It's the internet. Can y'all hear me now? Because I hear my.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Jay made a great point. It was about skill set, but in my opinion, there isn't a person who embodies all of these skill sets like number 11 at ATL. And that's why I feel like he is the best receiver in the NFL. I'm not going to talk about the records that he broke, fastest to 12,000 yards, you know, 300 yard games. This season, most 20-yard receptions after missing 2 games. And I get
dropped a horrible pass against the Cowboys from his wide receiver though.
Yeah, it's easy to find flaws because there just aren't that many. Hey
Mel and Zoe, and I called you Melvin as a reference. Zoe, when you do your J. Cole train thing, I love it. when you say I'm not gonna talk about the records and then talk about it, I'm like, yo, fuck this shit, son. I love it. Yo, keep going, man. I'm over here cheering for Julio now.
But yeah, man, in this year, you know, like I said, I think he's top 3 in yards per game after missing 2 games. And I know the knock is also the touchdowns. But I meant to send Melvin a clip because they asked him about this. The last game, they was like, the knock on Julio has always been he can't score touchdowns. He doesn't score a lot of touchdowns, and he doesn't. Hey, if you knew where I lived at, then you would completely understand. But yeah, man. But you know, he said he doesn't remember the last time he wasn't double covered in the red zone. He said he doesn't care about the touchdowns. He said they got Calvin Ridley, who's probably gonna be a 1,000-yard receiver this year. He said he got guys capable around him, but if they want him touchdowns, and I guarantee you, he will have the same amount of touchdowns. I just feel like since the 2011, I think that's when Julio came in the league. He's been compared to first it was AJ Green, then it was Andre Johnson, then it was Calvin Johnson, Antonio Brown. It's been Odell Beckham. It's been DeAndre Hopkins. There's only been one constant throughout that, and that's 11. So it gotta be something.
They get
Pretty
to
soon
the
they
red zone and the
gonna
cover,
compare him
the
to his
cover
old
does
self.
shade to Julio. It does.
Julio ain't doing what Julio used to do. Come on.
They gonna start. They're gonna start, man. I think we gotta appreciate his greatness. And it sucks that we just been so trash this year, but you know, because but you know, I can still recognize 11 and say that, you know, he to me he's still number 1. Now when he starts to wear down, I'll be the first to admit it, but he's still going strong.
All right, let's get into some more of the week 9 games, man. Starting with, I know Kaz been waiting on this. We'll go with the Bucks and Brady Breeze matchup. Look like they done. Look, it's the NFC South matchup. I thought they was gonna split it. I thought the first game that the team that was more, I guess more has been playing together longer.
Yeah,
got the advantage. So we thought that's what it was, but then they came out and having an even more impressive win in week 9. It was bad. It was bad. I think Tom Brady was hunting for AB to try to get him involved. I think they got thrown out of their game plan a little bit. And then Saints was ready and they jumped on them early and that, they couldn't recover from that. But how did y'all see how that game was? And do you think it's time to panic in Tampa Bay?
No, it's not time to panic. A thing that a lot of people was not talking about is a quarterback that played in that system last year that went against Todd Bowles' defense every day. So that's another thing that people did not equate. Jameis went against that defense every day up in practice.
Know all the calls.
Right. So now we actually have more time to implement some of the things that Jameis could tell. Look, this is what they normally do. They're going to use Devin White like this. Levante David is going to do this. So a lot of people was not equating it. We also just got what's the name? Quan Alexander, who also played up in that defense.
But is Crablet smart enough to even relay that message though?
Bruh, I get you, you're trying to be comical, but yeah, you're not the number one pick for a reason in today's game. Jameis didn't have the worst Wonderlink score, right? So he's just a retard off the field, but on the field, Jameis knows his stuff. He knows.
We don't use that word on man down.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's not. He don't make wise decisions off the field.
Yeah. I like crab legs and butter sauce more than the next man. So, I can understand when your belly's calling that you can go in and steal some crab legs even though you got money in your pocket. So it can happen to the best of us. So I ain't gonna say that's the only mistake he made, right?
Other than me, grab about it. He jumped on the table and said "F her" right in the pussy. That.
But we elected the president that said the same thing though. So
no, he said grab him.
Can we talk about how Cash just
he had an incident with the Uber driver?
Remember he had an incident with the Uber driver. He also hold on.
No, Zoe, you on to something, man. Cash bleeped out the F word, but said the P word.
I'm horrible at it, man. I'm horrible at bleeping my own self out. All right. Anyways, other than me, who else shit? with the finger. Who else picked the Saints other than me?
Me.
That's my boys though.
No, I had a hard time doing that.
Hey, I didn't pick him. Oh my bad. I hit the wrong button, bro. My bad.
But
I picked Tampa.
I picked Tampa too.
Like it doesn't matter who you pick because I'm 2 games ahead of everybody.
Just 2? That's it?
Oh, everybody on the no, I'm 5 games ahead of you clowns. I'm saying.
Jay, I can make that up in 2 weeks, baby. No, you was 10 games ahead of me last week. Check this out though. But who's 7-1 in fantasy though, or 8-1? I'm sorry, 8-1 fantasy.
8-1.
Look like I'm about to run away with this thing, fellas.
His avatar in fantasy got hair too. That's the boy he don't tell y'all.
Hey,
he gonna lose.
Hey, after I take y'all clowns' money, though, watch what toupee I buy with that joint.
Bro, I gotta be in the NFC East of the fantasy fantasy. Like I'm 5-4 and leading the division.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm coming for that division. Don't worry about it. I'll be there in a second.
Hey, y'all clowns just go let me get this money this year. I appreciate that.
Have a great regular season and then lose in the first round of the playoffs. Watch.
Don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby? Don't you dare wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
So, all right. With football though, like y'all seen the posts on the mid-season awards, right?
Yeah.
Right. How do y'all think that MVP award should actually be like? Because right now, all I see is quarterbacks always mentioned, man, and I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, but you know they also have got an offensive player of the year award too, so that kind of makes it that gives them an out where hey, look, we can pick a quarterback for MVP every year, but we'll give somebody else the offensive player of the year award.
But no, what Melvin, you the one person that always talking about like accomplishments, right?
NBA, well, accomplishments. Well, okay, go ahead.
But that's an award. It's one of your accomplishments. If you literally I'm a big Saints fan, and right now, no one can't tell me that Kamara is not the driving force of us winning offensively. The guy have over 1,000 all-purpose yards in the first 8 weeks of the season. So I don't get why he's not even mentioned.
I can help you. I can help you.
I can understand that.
Listen,
but I mean, Minnesota fans can say the same thing about Dalvin
Cook. Yeah, but Minnesota fans
wouldn't be relevant without. They wouldn't even be relevant with Dalvin Cook,
right?
Because their quarterback don't do shit,
right? But you also have to have the record to say that you're carrying them to a W, not carrying them to a L.
I mean,
you get what I'm saying? That's a part of it.
They won 3 games in a row, and the reason they didn't win that 3 games in a row, it ain't Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. It's Dalvin Cook.
Yeah,
I'm not knocking what you're saying, Corey.
So, Kaz, I got the answer for you. I'm good for you.
We're on the same page, though. We both saying that non-quarterbacks is more important for the team. That's the overall discussion.
Well, here's the thing.
Who the hell the player is. It's just that there's other non-quarterbacks that's helping their team win.
So Kaz, I got you. You're making perfect sense. But if you want to run it back to win the MVP, here's what you do. Let 15 line up at running back. Then, hey, keep going, Mel.
Oh my God, man.
Well, look. This the thing, right?
Yo, shout out to Pat Mahomes.
And Corey, you brought up Dalvin Cook. It ain't too much different what Kamara. Actually, it is different. I think Cook is doing, especially the last 3 weeks, he's doing a way more phenomenal job than Kamara, right? The last 3 weeks, right? So this is how I see it.
I think they're doing it different ways, Mel.
They're doing it different ways. But look, so what helps you in this MVP discussion is performances, huge performances at the right time, right? Whether it's against a team that's supposed to be a top team, or whether it's against a week where you really need a win, or or a rival like the Packers, who you're heavily not the favorite, and then y'all come out and smash them in the mouth because of you. Those performances put you ahead. I haven't seen Kamara have that performance yet, even though he's putting up the stats. It doesn't seem like that. Hey, look, put the team on my shoulder. Let me carry him. To be honest with you, when you're talking about running backs, the running backs that is carrying that team, obviously the most, to me, is Cook and Henry, and then Kamara is third. As far as running backs is concerned, they're putting the team on their shoulder. And look, right? We're winning only because of me. Kamara still got this quarterback that can read defenses better than anybody. Who can pick you apart, who can do all these things. Minnesota and
we was just talking about how Drew Brees couldn't throw it over 10 yards. Now all of a sudden you say,
but you know what? Even though Drew Brees is an off year, he's still better than Cousins. A whole lot better.
Well, that's true.
Hey man, we all got 2 Cousins better than Kirk Cousins.
For real.
Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins might be able to run that offense a little bit better. Well, you know what? The Kirk Cousins not that bad. I ain't gonna trip on him. But
wait, Mel.
I tell you what, you also starting to see that Ryan Tannehill is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL.
No, he's good.
Wait, Mel.
He's better than Nick Foles and Trubisky.
Well, anyone's better than them two right now.
Okay.
So, Mel, you got to look at how much they're paying him. His success for the amount that he's paying is ridiculous. He got a fully guaranteed salary.
Yeah. He did.
And you know what?
90 million and all 90 million
You know what?
guaranteed.
Honestly, every morning that Pat Mahomes wake up, he should thank God that he didn't get drafted to the Bears. Every single morning. No matter what happens from here to the rest of his career, he could have been a Bear.
He could have.
It's true.
He should have been a Bear.
It's true.
He should have been a Saint.
He should have been. But they picked Mitchell Trubisky over.
The Bears felt that their quarterback picks and the coaching head coach.
Oh wait, did y'all
crazy
see?
that defense is that good.
Did you see the interview from First Take?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Right.
See that? The interview from First Take, the reporter told him that he can't teach.
Dan Orlovsky. Someone posted it up in a group, and I 100% agree what Dan Orlovsky says about Matt Nagy. He is not that guy. If it wasn't for their defense, where would they be at right now?
I've said that about a lot of coaches,
exactly what
man.
the Jets are.
Yeah, I've said that about a lot of coaches, man. When you draft players, you draft them for what they do in college. If you can't adapt to those players, then you're just a bad coach.
Right.
Yeah.
He's the offensive-minded coach, and his offense sucks.
Yeah.
And he's still not the worst coach in the NFL. He ain't even bottom two.
Hey, Harbaugh gonna be back in the NFL pretty soon, man. He's not doing too well at Michigan, but
he'll be.
Speaking of the Jets, though, Monday Night Football, the Patriots struggled.
They had it. They
struggled.
They had them beat.
They did.
They had them beat.
And somebody threw a bug in my ear and said, "Look, man, Flacco might have threw that interception on purpose because they might have got in his ear and said, 'What are you doing trying to win this game? We're trying to get Lawrence. Throw this pick, right, and give them that rock back.'"
Because it was
when they got the ball back,
it was definitely the worst pass he threw all night.
Yeah, he was throwing that pass regardless of what was going on.
I've only seen 3 worse interceptions this year. One thrown by Tom Brady, one thrown by Cam Newton himself, and one thrown by Russell Wilson. But that Flacco interception was the 4th worst interception that I've seen this year.
Especially when you look at the dimes that he was throwing in the first. Man, he was dropping.
Man, his name was he wasn't Joe Flacco. He was Joe Montana.
The pass he threw in end zone to, I think it was Denzel Mims. He dropped it in between the corner and the safety. I'm like, wow, Joe, where's that in? And then turn around and throw that pick. Like, maybe you're right, man. They might have been like, hey, man.
Joe Flacco got that Gatorade icon on his arm after the second quarter. You know they give you on 2K when you get tired.
And light up. Really need it.
Hey man, but what's going on in New England though?
Oh, they need an overhaul. Everybody gets killed.
Can you blame
Remember how many?
No.
I don't think you can starters. How many starters are they missing off the defense?
Six for the COVID list. It was 6 starters on the COVID,
right?
Yeah, but then they lost Jamie Collins. They lost a couple of other key.
Yeah, that's afterwards. Yeah. And they also lost people in free agency.
Why you can't blame Cam? I don't think you can blame him. But I also don't think that he'll be back there next year.
No.
Yo, listen, the Jets are trying to get our offensive coordinator, and as much as he need an NFL head coaching job, don't take that job, sir.
Yeah, I don't
take that job, sir.
He might be able to turn the Jets around though, man. And you're right, Lamar. It is time to reset the Jets, man. Adam Gase is not the guy.
He's not the guy anywhere.
Is not the guy.
Go ahead and
rebuild. Not well, you can like him as a backup or somewhere else, but it ain't gonna work in New York.
Sam Darnold.
Adam Gase should be asking you what part did you come in AutoZone for? Hey man, what's the year making model on that car? Like if he's not doing that, he's over a kid.
Yeah. He was when Cam Newton drove down they kicked that field goal. Adam Gase was over there with that mask on with that he eat butt face. Like
you can see it through the mask. It's that same look he have on his face all the time.
Yeah, he was like, mouth breathing
again.
Yo, listen. How do you lose so bad in Miami? Get a new job after losing real bad and bring everybody from your old team with you.
It's amazing.
Where does that
when you
work
fill
at?
up like that. Well, I mean, it
listen, you didn't win here. Let's go to worse weather and see if we can win with this same shitty ass. Like,
yeah.
What? No.
Worse
got
weather with worse personnel. And let's see if we can win there.
Yeah,
Yo, and shorter fuse fans.
Yeah.
It's true.
What else happened week 9?
Luckily, they can't go in the stadium.
Chiefs almost lost as well. Let's not forget.
Chiefs ain't no almost lost.
Hey, man.
Oh my God, that was the dumbest thing I heard all day.
Bro, they missed a field goal. They missed a winnable field goal to tie the game. When? It was 31-33, huh?
They almost lost.
They missed a 1,000-yard field goal. He kicked that field goal from St. Louis.
No, it was 46. I thought it was a 46 that he missed earlier in the game, and it was like a 40-something that he missed at the end of the game.
So
it wasn't a long field goal.
Voice of reason.
It was 67 yards that he missed at the end of the game.
Hold on, Jay. Voice of reason. Is the Kansas City defense worse than it was 2 years ago?
Worse? No.
I mean, they gave up the butt to Teddy B and CMC coming back.
I guess y'all forgot exactly. Christian McCaffrey came back and showed his ass off.
Yeah, he's good.
61 yards.
That's exactly why.
Are y'all stupid?
That's fresh legs.
But Jacobs did the same thing against y'all though.
He had 61 yards. We got top 10 defense.
Jacobs ran over y'all.
Sometimes you score.
Jacobs ran over y'all. Kelly from the Chargers ran over y'all. Look, y'all giving that thong up. Y'all somebody's pulling that thong to the side and getting busy.
Oh no, listen.
And that's what they're doing.
Listen, we'll give up on the runner. You can get 1,000 yards running.
Straight
what
to
you're going to do is win. You can get 1,000 yards running in one game and you still gonna lose.
Y'all giving that tilapia up. You gotta call a spade, man. That tilapia is
so. The question is it scaled or descaled?
Tilapia is always scaled, man. It's always.
Hey, Luther, was they soft on Monday night in Baltimore? Was they soft at the bank? Luther, was they soft at the bank?
No. Listen, I don't think they were as bad, but I mean, let's just keep it real. The Kansas City Chiefs, their strong suit is not their defense, and it won't be. I don't think they're as bad as they were 2 years ago. I do think teams are having some success against them, but they haven't been able to beat them.
That's the problem. Is the run game.
Speak that stuff, Lamar. I ain't even got to tell them. I just told them they was a top 10 defense.
So they hanging their hat on being a bend but don't break defense.
Because they got an offense that is amazing. That's why.
I get it.
That will work until you play a ball control defense like these play a ball control offense like Tennessee playoffs.
Hold on, let me say this. Let me throw this out, and then I'll let y'all go back and forth with it. The greatest show on turf had a bend but don't break defense as well. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, and the Patriots exposed them. They would have had 2 championships in a row, probably 3. But I guess the blueprint was, look, man, ball control.
Yeah, right. It wasn't because they actually had some decent pieces. They had Aeneas Williams, Adam Archuleta, Leonard Little. They had some good pieces up on that defense from the greatest show on turf. It was just that end of the game drive just caught them blindsided. I mean, because they didn't, like you said, it wasn't
blindsided them because they had been doing that shit the whole game.
Right, but it wasn't a high side.
They just they couldn't stop it.
It wasn't a high scoring game, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they neutralized that bump and run. Corey, when they played them in bump and run coverage, and the referees was letting them pick them up at the line of scrimmage for 5 yards, and then they ball controlled on the other end and limited their possessions. It was the appetite for destruction for them.
So this is where you're wrong, Melvin, and I understand the analogy, and you're right about that. So.
Just saying.
You just bro, it's tilapia the headlining of our show.
Hey, nobody's gonna know what y'all talking about for the rest of the week, because y'all gonna have tilapia sticking in y'all head this whole week, and y'all gonna be calling tilapia or I ain't gonna say that.
Bro, I'll never eat tilapia ever again after this show. No,
and you shouldn't. It's disgusting. But one of the things. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
But
One
it
of-
snaps
one of-
back. It
So,
snaps
so
back.
this is
Oh my god!
and I'm about to tell you, I'm gonna pull back the curtain for you. If we see that you want to run the ball and build up clock and just run the clock out, guess what our defensive strategy becomes? Hey man, let them clowns get in the end zone so we can put 15 on the field. I don't care. Score. We gonna score again. Score.
That's
Get 'em off the
that's plan
field.
B. We go out. We can outscore y'all. That's plan B.
That's plan A. Plan A is we can outscore you. Plan B is we can stop you from scoring.
Good
Kansas
luck.
City only punted in the 2-minute drive at the end of the game. That's their
Good
only
luck.
punt of the whole game. Every time they
Good
got
luck.
the ball, they scored points.
No, they punted it in the first quarter. I was watching the first quarter. They punted once.
Their defense has got to be able to dictate the game some way, somehow. Maybe not for 4 quarters, but at least a stretch of the game. Your defense has got to
At
be
least
able
be able
to
to put their foot down.
right.
At least.
You got to have that. Bend but don't break is not going to work for the whole playoff run and Super Bowl. It's not
All
going to
right.
work.
Well,
Hey.
listen. When it don't
Hey,
work,
man,
tell
you
me
play
about
the-
it. Until it work, look behind Cavs. Look behind Cavs right quick.
I don't
Look
know.
Cavs, turn around. And until it don't
don't
work,
know.
just keep watching us score.
Okay.
All right.
Honey badger.
Hey,
Okay.
hey,
That-
look,
that
I'm
look like
putting the
bend but don't break.
timestamp on this. I'm putting the timestamp on this. I will remember this, Jay. The Super Bowl is coming around,
Yep.
and
Y'all have a nice pass rush. They do. Y'all defensive line is a pass rushing defensive line, but if y'all a running team can get it.
Ask
Somebody like
Mr. Henry.
Tennessee.
Ask Mr. Henry how bad our run defense is, and he'll tell you it's good enough to stop me.
He had a great game against Kansas City.
He had a great game against Kansas. Somebody pull up them stats, please. Don't worry, I will.
But this season, did they play him this year?
No, we ain't had to play him this year.
You talking about in the playoffs last year?
Absolutely.
Pull him up.
Lamar said he had 61 yards.
Yeah, that's what CMC has. CMC had 61 yards.
Oh, that's who the king is? I ain't know that. I ain't know he was the king. So what you got to say about all this?
I'm looking at these stats.
No, what, Kaz, what you have to say about this?
Go ahead, Kaz.
Since I'm not looking at the stats, I mean, nothing.
Nah,
19 to 69 and 1.
Huh?
69 yards,
19
3.9
to 69 and
yards.
1.
He didn't have.
So he had a what?
He didn't
What
have-
game you was just talking about? He had.
Hold on, Jay. Hold on. Why did he have 69? Was it because the defense was that nasty, or did they fall behind and start passing?
They was up by
Fell
10.
behind.
They was up by 10. We
behind
fell
them.
behind.
Yeah,
I got confused because it was the first game they played Tennessee. He had
They used
23
to
for
fix
188.
Philadelphia
and two.
together.
Yeah. I mean,
Who was that?
22 for 188. I mean,
He was on,
that's a pretty good
Ponce,
game.
bro.
That's 9 yard carry.
Who was on the Ponce? Who
mean-
was it? I can't see. I can't see. His...
also Brooke. He was a gunner's mate on Ponce with us.
Oh, what's up, brother? I'm pretty sure I know you.
What you said, Corey? You talking about that regular season game?
Yeah.
You talking about the one that didn't count?
It was nice.
The
It's
one
nice.
that didn't count.
I mean,
Yo, Frank Clark
that's not
said
the
before
same.
that
That's
game
not the
against
same
Henry,
defense.
Frank
That's
Clark.
not the same defense that y'all had from last year. This year,
Yeah, it is. It's the exact same defense.
exact same defense.
The exact same defense.
We'll see. Because Josh Jacobs ain't Chris Henry. Excuse me, I mean Derrick Henry. He's not, and neither is Christian McCaffrey. I mean,
Different styles.
it's definitely different styles. This year, Kansas City is moving right along the same route that they was moving last year. What's their record now? 8-1, 7-1, something
Yes.
like that. They moving right along, but it looks like teams can run the ball against them.
Y'all lost more games this year than we lost last year and this year combined. Keep going.
What does that have to do with what we're talking about right now? I know that. I mean, everybody knows that. I mean, we all can read. They having a hard time stopping the run. I mean,
Hold on, time out. Come out. Hey, Corey, read this. This dude is crazy.
Waiting talks like waiting for Arizona to finish.
Yo, Sheldon's crazy, man.
And what else we got for week 9 NFL before we move on to
Bro,
the
I
NBA
almost-
draft and free agency
Sheldon,
period that's
bro,
coming up?
Sheldon,
Let's just get into the NBA draft.
Sheldon,
Let's just get
let's
into the
get to
NBA
the
draft
draft,
because we
'cause Sheldon-
already picking up. We're almost at 2 hours.
All right,
Sheldon's
so
feelings are
we
hurt.
got about 10, 15 more minutes before we close, man. NBA draft. I only want to talk about the top 3 prospects.
That's all we
You
need.
got
I
you
don't
got
even
Ball,
remember this.
you got the Ball boy, you got Wiseman that barely played
And
all year
Edwards.
because and you got Edwards. I'm gonna tell you about that boy Edwards.
Ooh.
He about 215, 220. He already got an NBA body. He built like Jaylen Brown. His game is like this dude got
Yes.
3-point range. This dude he
That's
can
my
handle
cousin.
the rock. Huge. This dude is nice. I
He's
don't
the guy.
know how you pass this guy up. And I seen on ESPN today where someone had a tier 1, 2, and 3 for the prospects, and they said there's only one tier 1 prospect this year, and they said it was Ball.
What?
That's
Yes.
It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Now, don't get it twisted. I like LaMelo Ball.
I don't.
But the only can't miss prospect to me, can't miss, is Anthony Edwards. At the
Yes.
worst, I think his floor is serviceable
Okay.
defender and a guy that's going to be able to score at all 3 levels. Like how
I got a question.
What's up?
Who's got the number 1 pick?
Minnesota.
Golden
Yeah,
State.
Timberwolves.
Minnesota.
No.
Does he
Minnesota.
fit in? Does he fit in Minnesota?
Minnesota has an issue because they already got Karl Anthony Towns as a 5, right?
Right.
Trying to get Wiseman won't fit. It's going to be hard for them to try to figure out how they're going to do that, right?
Yeah.
Then you got Anthony Edwards, but you also have D'Angelo Williams. I mean, not D'Angelo Williams, but D'Angelo Russell. You're going to have to figure out how that's going to work, right? Like, I think you definitely can't get LaMelo Ball with D'Angelo
Why?
Russell. I think because they play the same position.
They almost do the same thing with the ball.
Well, no.
I think
They don't do
LaMelo is
same
the better
thing.
shooter.
No, they don't do no. Russ is the better shooter right now.
think so?
LaMelo is a heck of a playmaker. LaMelo is Sean Livingston and J Kidd merged together. He's got
So why
Sean
is he
Livingston's
not
body
in Minnesota?
because D'Lo plays with the ball. This is the same issue they
And-
had with Golden State when D'Lo was there with Steph, and they was trying to figure that thing out. And they was like, you know what, we got to send him over here for Wiggins because that's a better fit. Like he didn't fit that well.
Without the ball.
He
No.
can't.
No,
He
he's never
can,
had
but
it.
it's not going to fit him. It's not going to fit his style. You're going to
No.
be wasting his style.
Do you think
Yeah.
that LaMelo can play without the ball?
No, it's
No.
the same. Look. Remember when Doncic, Luka came to the Mavs, and I said him and Dennis Smith
Dennis
Jr.
Smith
don't
Jr.
fit together. They got to get rid of one, and they did.
Yeah.
That's the same
Yeah.
reason you can't draft LaMelo. So the only thing for Minnesota to do is to try to fit Edwards into
Trade
the
down.
mix. That's
Trade
the
down.
only way. Nah, I wouldn't trade down. I would take Edwards, and I think that's the better fit. Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, and D'Lo. That's good. The only thing you have an issue with is you got talent that is ready to win now, but you keep adding young pieces, and that's not gonna help you win right away.
Which is why trading
So
down
who can
made
so D'Angelo Russell would become the playmaker in that offense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the scoring guard would be more so Edwards.
But then you got to realize you got to figure out if do he have a learning curve, because Jaylen Brown didn't come to the Celtics just balling up right away. It took him a year or two.
You're right.
Took him a year or two. So, Jay, you might be on something with trading down, trading down and getting who?
Yo, man, listen, this draft, college basketball was so long ago. Man, I don't even remember who out there.
Listen, the draft is not that. I mean, overall, it's not that great. They got some pieces. I mean, of course, it could be, but it's no guy besides those.
I would trade down for a future pick. because next year gonna be loaded.
Or a vet.
Yeah,
Like the
you gotta
one
get
So-
a vet. You got to do what
So-
Boston did when they picked up Ray Allen and KG in the same offseason. That's the only thing you can do. They had the number one pick. It was I think it was the year that Olden was supposed to go number one, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
And they said, you know what? Let's get some vets. Let's go ahead and trade out of this pick. And no. They drafted Jeff Green that year. They drafted Jeff Green and they traded Jeff Green for Ray Allen. And then they before that or either after that they traded what's my big man name that went to Charlotte? The big power forward, what's his name?
nope.
It went to Charlotte.
He couldn't jump over a phone book.
Vlade Divac.
No, Jefferson, Al Jefferson.
So
They traded
hold
Al
on.
Jefferson
Did you
and
not just describe Vlade Divac as well?
yeah, you did. They traded Al Jefferson for KG and
He said
and
he couldn't
they got
jump over
KG
a
and Ray
home
Allen in the same offseason.
Mm-hmm.
So you got
Okay.
a choice. Do you want Jeff Green, aka Anthony Edwards, or do you want Ray Allen? So you got to find out who that player is. Could it be somebody like Zach LaVine? Could you bring him back? Could it be somebody like Bradley
Zach's
Beal?
not going nowhere.
Right? Could it be Bradley Beal though?
Yeah, Drew Holiday is being shopped.
Could it be Drew Holiday?
I say,
Man, go
I
get
say-
listen.
I
Go
can see Bradley Beal.
save Devin Booker out of the daggone desert.
No, I'm not gonna say save because they look impressive in those 8 games. So I don't think Devin Booker is going anywhere. I think the Suns is prioritizing him to stay there.
He don't want to be there.
Sheldon,
Think he
I'm
might
about to try to dig into that point that you make. Okay, so who's got the number 2 pick?
Golden State.
Golden State.
Golden
Who
State is
fits in
trying to
that
trade out.
system?
Golden State is trying to trade out of that.
They're trying to trade out of because neither one of those top players fit into that system, right? got the
well,
number?
if they get Edwards, then they don't have that much need for Wiggins. But if they get Wiseman, I think
if
that's
they
a
want
good
to stay.
fit. That's a really good fit if they get Wiseman.
I think so. So who's got the 3rd pick?
Charlotte Hornets.
Charlotte. Mm-hmm.
We know.
And they-
We know.
They'll get
Okay,
somebody
this
who
is
plays
what I'm.
basically.
This is what I'm getting to. We know
What y'all
damn
think
well. We know damn well that LaMelo is not going to Charlotte.
Why you said that?
That's not. Come on, man. You can't put his daddy and Jordan in the same building.
I forgot to think about that.
You can't. You can't put his daddy, and Jordan in the same building. You
Yeah, those
cannot.
Yes. That's
Not
funny.
those 2 egos in the same building. That's not happening.
I didn't.
Somebody
So
is
this
getting-
whole thing about LaMelo sliding way down in the draft, it's happening right now on the talk show.
How far he sliding?
I
Man.
don't know.
I
He's
think
not
if
getting-
he
That's a
passed
great
the first-
question.
I mean,
I
let's
think-
look at the draft order.
Yeah, I mean, he could. I think if he gets past those first 5 teams, it might be a real bad night. Because
what
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think he's gonna get
Yeah.
past 5.
yeah, I don't think so. But if he does, I just don't see nobody.
Nobody would ever thought Aaron Rodgers would have been drafted 23rd either.
Exactly. It's going to be one of those situations to where if he slides, it's going to be a bad slide.
Or could we say we see why Brady Quinn went so late?
Look, so you doing your per usual Cash, trying to swap the convo to somebody else. You trying to go to football real quick. So let's go. Minnesota number 1, Golden State 2, Charlotte 3, Chicago Bulls number 4. So if 1, 2, and 3 don't pick LaMelo,
Yeah, he's going to Chicago.
Chicago
Does
just
he
picked.
fit into Chicago?
Hold on. Chicago just picked the point guard from the Tar Heels last year, who did
Kobe
really
White.
well.
Yeah, he played
Kobe White.
towards the end.
Kobe
They don't
White.
have need for him in Chicago. Cleveland, they just drafted 2 point guards. One was
Sexton and Garland.
Sexton and Garland. That'll be a waste.
Come on
Atlanta
now.
Hawks got Trey Long. Look, I've been drinking. Trey Young.
Trey Young.
I love him.
Trey Young.
Right.
Long.
For the Hawks.
Detroit.
Trey, oh Lord. Long.
So if he don't go in the top 3, Detroit can pick him at 7.
Nah, let's not forget what Cleveland did last year. They picked up another point guard. So we don't act like we didn't see stupid picks picked in the draft. So
Well, Charlotte always do a stupid pick. I mean, that mock draft, they taking the boy out of Israel.
yo, one
No, Charlotte gonna always pick a. They gonna always pick an ACC player. They about to get that go. Who left from Duke last year?
everybody.
Hey,
Everybody left from Duke last year.
No, they about to get that boy that
Zion.
jumped real high. What's his name?
Cassius Stanley.
Yeah.
Well, so
he going at 3 to Charlotte.
The mock say that Charlotte, and this, there's so many mocks out there, but the kid Akagu from USC, he's kind of a poor man's version of Adebayo, Bam Adebayo. He's kind of like that, but I think he's got better footwork, better scoring ability, but less ball handling ability.
I would
He's
pass
good.
on Bam, so I would pass on him.
Yeah, I mean, Charlotte already out of their mind.
I didn't see Bam doing what he doing now anyway.
Right.
That's why I passed on him.
Yeah, I didn't either. That was
In
pretty up.
the mock draft, where do they have LaMelo going?
This one I'm looking at right now, they got him going to Charlotte number 3.
I don't see that happening, man.
that
Like
either.
you can't put him and his daddy in the same building. You can't.
His daddy not in the picture like that, man. I mean, them
Man,
boys,
okay.
them boys not even signed the Big Baller brand no more.
Yeah, cause y'all seen that he signed with
It's
Puma and his
true.
dad went off.
Yeah, they're not. Look, his dad done lost their voice, man. They're not following that lead no more.
So as a Pelican fan,
I hope
I'm gonna say I hope we get that center from Serbia. I actually like the dude's game.
Yeah, y'all doomed because y'all trying to build around Zion, a dude with no post moves and no position. He's going to be the next Blake Griffin, and I mean
plate
it's
full of cookies.
yeah,
So
yeah, and he's gonna have to watch his weight. If y'all don't hire Richard Simmons to go down there and be
Richard Simmons, wow.
yeah, y'all have to hire Richard Simmons. He has to go down there and
Hey guys,
monitor what he's eating
It
and
can't.
work him out daily. And feed him that tilapia and rice on the daily. Put that daggone fur burger in his face
Whoa,
and make sure that this
tilapia.
man is on point. If y'all don't do that, y'all doomed.
man, let's not act like Zion is not a walking 20 and 10. So let's give the man a little bit credit. But I'm saying I like that center.
Zion is walking around at 315 right now too.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say all that.
Y'all better
That's
call Richard Simmons. I'm telling you that. Wait, y'all better call that man.
but the main reason I like that center from Serbia because he's a big that can shoot the 3. He's the best shooting center in the draft right now.
I just threw up.
Okay.
So and that's why I would like him with Zion. Zion is not really stretching the floor for us. So I would like Big to do that for us. I mean, I like the young kid Jackson Hayes, but he's not he's another athletic big.
I love Jackson Hayes, man.
I do
got
too.
shots. He's a better version of Tyson Chandler.
I agree.
I like that. I like that comparison.
I agree with that.
I don't know how he look against next to Zion though, and that's why I get what you're saying, Mel. You can't. He's a walking.
So what was it? A truck? A walking? Is it, what,
Yeah,
Walking
man.
ambulance.
Hold
Look at
on.
that boy injury.
I'm gonna show y'all Zion right here. Go ahead, Zo. Go.
Nah, don't do it. Don't do it, man.
He's
Please.
definitely gonna do it.
Please don't do it, man.
But yeah, man, I don't know how Jackson. I could see them doing that, Cass, because you want to put somebody next to
Right.
Zion that don't occupy the paint. Jackson Hayes is a paint protector. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? That's just what
Right.
he is. And with Zion,
Yeah.
crashing the bucket, it just don't fit well. Even though I
Right.
like Jackson Hayes, so I
do too.
I get that piece. I get a stretch 5.
Right. They're trying to trade Drew Holiday, which is meaning they find something in Nickeil Alexander-Walker to step up for that play. Because just let's look at our lineup, which is young. So we have Lonzo Ball, 22-year-old point guard, right?
Young.
I think they want Nickeil Alexander-Walker to walk into Drew. No pun intended, but to walk into the 2 guard. 3 guard, Ingram. We're about to give him the bank. We're about to
whatever.
throw the bank at him. And Zion at our 4. We don't really in the paint interior. We don't have that much stretching of the ball. I mean, of the God. That just sounds funny. The stretching of the ball.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
But you see with our lineup, why I would
Put a
think
little
that we
snapback in
would
his
want
ligaments.
a stretch big. So that's why I say that's the best pick for us. We don't need any other thing as a priority other than a stretch big. That's just my opinion. If I'm wrong, Melvin, tell me.
If y'all get rid of Drew though in the trade, do y'all? I mean, would y'all waste a draft pick on replacing his position, or do y'all?
No,
think,
Nikhil Alexander-Walker. I like his.
I love him. He's a shooter too. I like.
Right.
I like.
That's
him.
what I'm saying. He has the energy. Like he coming in, he's our number 2. He's another 22-year-old young kid. So he's playing the 2. We're grooming him to be Drew Holiday's replacement.
Right.
That's what I say. Other than that, is the stretch big. It's stretch big is all we need.
Yeah, there's really nowhere else y'all could go.
Let me ask you this too. Let me ask y'all this: how do the Knicks? That's Zion.
Knicks.
Yeah, that's Zion right there.
Go to hell, Melvin. Right. Yeah, I'm about to have a TO moment. That's my power forward. That's my power forward.
So how do the Knicks mess it up on draft day?
Everything. They're gonna mess it up any way they can.
Where they picking? Where they at, Mel? For
they was in the lottery.
It's like
8.
It's like 8
in the lottery.
Like
what? Like
I think the Knicks was number 8.
Yeah. So Spike Lee said it. Lee said it right. Their front office is probably the worst front office in professional basketball.
They said professional sports.
Nah, the Jets front office is worse.
I say, but it's funny because they right next door to each other. Go ahead.
Right, they are right next to the Barclay and MetLife. No, it's a little bit further down, right? But anyways, I don't know what the Knicks could do because
the Knicks should go to the G League.
Oh, the whole team, the franchise, just move them down.
Take the franchise and place them in the G League,
bro. How do you miss KD wanting to come to you? And he's like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna just go to the Nets.
Didn't never want to go to them. He never wanted to go to them. But
no, that was the thing. KD was actually on someone's podcast, and he was like talking about how the situation went, and it just wasn't right for him. So he ended up going to the Nets. The Nets wasn't his first choice. It wasn't.
I bet the difference. We'll talk about that next time, man. We're coming up on 2 hours and 7 minutes right now, man. So this was one of our longer podcasts. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure you share this. Make sure you tell everybody about this podcast. This podcast is dope, man. I have fun doing this every time, man. If you need to see the playback,
the real Zion is in the background. That's the real. That's my power forward.
And every time I try to transition or close out, you can count on Kaz to come in with an by the way. But I'm gonna close it out regardless what Kaz is doing. Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon. It don't matter where you go, we're there. You can watch the playback. Make sure you share,
and make sure you eat the right tilapia. Not the wrong one, the right one.
Thank you, Cass. Make sure. Well, y'all ain't got no daggone sense of awareness at all. At all. Like y'all have no clue what I'm trying to do right now. So look, and y'all hurting me right now because I'm slurring my words so bad. YouTube. If you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, I need you to go to YouTube right now. Don't walk, but run to YouTube and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can get all the notifications as soon as we go live. We do this show live once a week, but we're going to be doing other debates on the YouTube channel only that you don't want to miss. So make sure you go and subscribe to them right now.
Right now.
On YouTube. And don't. Hey, look, and also, this ain't the only podcast is on there. This is the Man Down Podcast Network, so it's 5 podcasts on there. Therapeutic Rap, Desk of a Sinner, Man Down, Bird Dog Talk. I can't say it right, but I missed one of them. Is Bird
Cheat Code.
Dog Braves.
Bird Dog Brave Talk. My bad. Good. Thank you.
Cass
podcast, all on there, right? I'm so sorry I can't get this out, man. But this peach is so delicious. This is so delicious right now, and I'm struggling to get this stuff out right now.
It's a struggle.
I apologize, right?
No, you don't.
Hey, those podcasts are popping. Go and check them out. And we appreciate y'all for giving us support as well. And share the content. But until next time, we'll see y'all on next Tuesday. Peace.